Hello ukulele friends, and welcome to another video with the Dutilh Ukes. This time we are working on a song called Mighty to Save. It's a little bit older of a contemporary song, but it's going to be a lot of fun to work on, and it really focuses around 4 chords. So once we get those 4 chords, we're going to learn a quick strumming pattern. We'll talk about a repeated chorus, and then we are off and running. We are performing Mighty to Save on Sunday, March 3rd at the 11 o'clock service. So I think it's time to get started. So the first thing we need to do to get started is get our chord sheet. If you came to practice, then I gave you this chord sheet at rehearsal. If you were not there or you're one of our virtual learners, then you can find a link to it in the description below. This is just a read down the page kind of chord sheet. So we'll start at the top and read down page 1, then head over to page 2 and read down the page. It is important to note that the chorus at the bottom of page 2 says 2 times. We will do different rhythm for those chords for the first time, and then a different thing for the second time. The chords we need to play this song are the chords we use in the key of D. Now they are listed on the slide in the order that you see them in. So you see G major, D major, A major, and B minor. Now do note this is your regular B minor, not your B minor 7. So we may need a little help remembering a few of these chords, but I have a feeling G and D are very familiar to you. So if you need help remembering how to play A major, we're going to take our middle finger, place it on the string closest to your face on the 2nd fret. Then place your pointer finger, the string below it on the 1st fret. Then you will strum all 4 strings and you'll have your A major chord. Now B, we learned, was a little bit more challenging. To actually play the B chord, you need all 3 of these and then you need to reach over. We found that that was a little bit more than we could handle. So we have a cheater method for playing our B minor chord. So instead of playing the complicated fingering, we're going to take our fingering from playing D and we're going to shift everyone down 1 string towards the floor. So now my pointer finger should be on the 2nd string, middle finger on the 3rd, and my ring finger, string closest to the floor, all in the 2nd fret. Now only strum the strings that you are pressing down. If you hit the other string, it adds an extra note and it's a little off and it's a whole different chord. So that's not what we're looking for. So make sure if you are playing this cheater version, that you are only strumming the 3 strings that you are pushing down. Now that we've conquered the chords we need to play the song, let's talk about strumming. Strumming is going to be very simple because the song doesn't do too much and the words move at a very quick pace sometimes. So we don't want to overcomplicate things by changing the rhythm too much. So for right now, I'm just going to use a G chord. Our strumming pattern is just going to be a down, down, up, down, down, up. If you like notes, that's a quarter and then a pair of 8s. If you like to count, it's 1, 2, and. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. We're going to do that for almost the entire song. As I mentioned earlier, when we hit the chorus that is marked 2 times, we are going to do 2 different things. The first time through, we want to make it a little bit more dramatic, so we are going to slow things down by taking out all of the strumming. So you're pretty much just going to strum on 1. So there you'll see you've got Savior, you've got a D for 4 counts. Just strum the first one, 2, 3, 4. Then you've got an A, 2, 3, 4. Now you've got a G for 2, so you're just going to strum the G, 2, then D, 2, then B, 2, then A, 2. When you hit the next D4 and the line is Forever Author of Salvation, we're just going to do quarter notes. So we'll do D, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, D, 2, B, 2, A, 2. Once you get back to the second time through, we will resume our strumming pattern and finish our way out to the end. So that is how we're going to strum this one to make it a little more dramatic towards the end. Now that we have gone through the strumming pattern, the chords, and the chord sheet, it's time to do a run through. So we're going to start with our G for 4, and we're going to head through this chord pattern a lot. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, B, 2, 3, 4, A. Everyone needs compassion, a love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of a Savior, the hope of nations. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Verse 2. So take me as you find me, all my fears and failures. Fill my life again. I give my life to follow everything I believe in. Now I surrender. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. Jesus, shine your light and let the whole world see. We're singing for the glory of the risen King. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. So there it is. That is all of Mighty to Save. So I hope you enjoy working on this one. It's a good little tune. Happy practicing, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.